Hey guys, this is Mary Ann. Pardon the voice, but I'm just recovering from a very bad cold and asthma, and I'm better now. And I am back in the office because I actually miss my office, and maybe someday I can give you guys a video tour of what is actually in my office and all those crazy things that I actually do in every corner of it. But anyway, for this video, I would like to show you how I keep my archives. Right now it's in this metal cabinet because I'm still trying to fix my storage at home, and I don't have a place for these yet. But first off, I want to show you, let me just put this aside. This is my cutting board. These are actually my journal volumes. I'm going to show you volumes 1 through 7. This is it. There was a time when I just typed up the pages on my typewriter, and this is how everything looks like, including letters given to me. They're typewritten, even letters. I typewrite my letters and keep carbon copies of them. This is from 2001, it's a carbon copy. And there, that is volume 4. And every time they get to be 2 inches thick, I bind them like this, and I just use a mat board, which is much cleaner to cut than illustration board, and then wrap them with leftover wallpaper material. And I used to have an entire booklet of those from, you can get booklets of samples from interior decorating stores, and for the wallpaper designs that are actually have been phased out, they give away the booklet samples for free. So I had a lot of those, and that's what I used to cover these. This would be the wallpaper, and this would be the border material. So I just thought that it would be pretty to use it for my journal pages. Now some of them are typewritten, some of them are printed, and some of them are handwritten, because that was the time when I used to typewrite my letters. When I used to live in my parents' house, I have a room there, and I have a small table for my typewriter. It's an Olympia 1959, and it's at home right now. I cannot bring it to the office because it would make a lot of noise here, so I just let it stay at home. And there, another typewritten entry, and some of them are handwritten on onion skin paper. And by the way, I love onion skin paper. We still have those here. See, I wrote an onion skin paper, and then I put a ruled blank sheet here so that I can write in a straight line, because I cannot write a straight line to save my life. That's why I need a guide underneath the onion skin paper. So that would be it. This is volume 6. Now volume 5 looks like this because this was taken as part of the annulment from my ex-husband. This was used as evidence for psychological incapacity, but that's over now, and by the time it was returned to me together with volume 4, I was already done with volume 6 and volume 7. I have already moved on, so I should find this and put a number on there that's like volume 5 there. So that's volume 127. And this is volume, now these are unbound. This would be volume 8, 9, 10. So there you have it. And starting from volume 11, I experimented with wire-bound planners. Oops, I think I got a part of volume 12 out. There. Ow! Okay, let me fix that. Sorry. So this would be volume 11. I got into fountain pens already, so I would buy fountain pen friendly paper and then print lines on them and then write with my fountain pen, which I loved. And this is when I started numbering my journal pages. This is page 1. Now if I numbered everything from volume 1, I wouldn't know what page number I would actually be on. It's gonna be like a lot. So I designed these. This is just PVC sheet, and then this is tracing paper, and then a matching scrapbook paper, front and back. What is this? Oh, this is just a tiny bit. Let me throw that away. And in order to mark the volume, I just stuck a piece of grosgrain ribbon in there and stuck volume 11. I would just like to show you the designs of the notebooks that I made. Let's look at volume 12. It's pretty much plain. It's just dark green, and inside it's a glittery dark green, and at the back of it it's the glittery dark green. Sorry, it's so shaky, but I have to hold my camera by hand. Now this is pretty. I like this. This is a yellow green, a lime green, and then I printed it with pink font, and then at the back of it is a striped design with a lime green on here. I think this is the prettiest journal that I have ever made. Again, these are just made with simple scrapbook paper. Let me return that. This is volume 13. Oops, I have to apologize again. This is shaky. Now volume 14, I think this is the cover of it. These have been in these boxes forever, so it's it kinda got stuck. So this is volume 14. It's striped rice paper. It's rice paper, which I stuck onto a black sheet so that this is very, very soft. So for it to become protected from getting folded up, I stuck it on black cardstock, and then I put tracing paper over it with my name and the border. So that would be volume 14. And 15 is just a light green thing. Oh, it's a pretty scrapbook paper here. I think they're matched. They're from the same set. And I printed right on the scrap paper sheet, and I didn't use tracing paper anymore. And volume 16 would be this. Oh, this is pretty. This is the PVC sheet plus tracing paper and the pretty, very, very faint lavender and pink floral print. And there's the back. And then the next would be 17 with pretty stripes, again with a tracing paper and the pretty stripes, and then the back is the same. And then volume 18 is, this is dark. I don't know what came over me. This is kind of dark, and I think I stuck this pattern onto black cardstock, and then the tape I used discolored, so it affected the whole thing. But see there at the back, it affected the whole thing, but the pattern should be this. I wonder what this is. I think these are further entries. I don't know. I don't really want to look. This is from May 2007. And then the next would be volume 19. Where is 19? Here. This is cute. It's pink with tracing paper and the pink and white pattern. And on the back have the pink and white pattern. And after volume 19, which is page something, page 1109, I started using the moleskin notebooks. This is volume 20. I wonder where volume 19 is. Oh, it must be somewhere here. 19. Yeah, this is the next one because this is volume 19. So this is volume 20. You know what? I think this is a planner because I include all my planners in my... Let me just try to open this with my hands. I'm actually supposed to hold this in my hand. This is actually a moleskin planner, my very first moleskin. Yep, it's a planner. See, this is a moleskin weekly notebook, 18 months, from 2006 to 2007. It starts in, let me see, it starts in July, week 26 of the current year. And I liked this format because it's a week on one page and you have your notes here. So look at that. It's wonderful. I think a really full planner is one of the best looking things in the world. This is really used, you guys. I love looking at it. Where was I in 2006 and 2007? Let me think. I was working full-time for the police force. We have an elite police force here, and I was their writer for like 2 years. So this is my planner for them, and I actually got by with a weekly format on one page with the notes on the other. And I think I was still in school too. Now that's strange. I was able to get by with this, but now I need a day on 2 pages for the Filofax. See, don't you just love that? This is really, really wonderful. Oh, look at that. I used fountain pens for this because when I started writing on the wire-bound ones, I was already on fountain pens, so I used fountain pens for this. Look at that. Ooh, why is this blank? Oh, it's Holy Week. And look at that. This is pretty. So that. My planners are always a part of my, my planners are always a part of my archives because they also chronicle, I'm not sure why this is not stuck on here, I better fix it, because it chronicles my days as well. I also journal. Let's see, volume 21. I place them in Ziploc bags because I don't want them to get dusty. Okay, here we go again. I'm going to try to open this with one hand, so it's going to be shaky. Excuse me. So there. This would be my journal, okay? So this is my journal. It's obviously a journal. And I would place here ephemera. things that you would normally throw away, but I usually hold on to them because they're important to me, because they are part of an important event of my life. Now this one has already faded away. I don't know if I've saved this on my computer as a scan, but this is usually what I do. Like we were on vacation, and this is from the hotel, things like that. Even this one, I stole this, and stuff like that. Just wonderful, wonderful stuff that I keep. So that's it. Those are the moleskins. Now, my journaling and planning has evolved. Okay, I'm gonna have to put these aside because I'm going back to the upper drawer. Excuse me again. As I was saying, my planning has evolved to accommodate certain needs. Like for instance, when I went to the moleskin, it was because I needed a more portable format. I needed something that I can just toss into a bag and go, because I was already in the police force. So that's it. And this is stuff. Okay, let me open this drawer. Next would be just a bunch of moleskins again. Moleskins, this is a combination of planners. The small ones would be planners, and the big ones would be journals. Now this is super duper thick. Look at that, super duper thick, because I would paste ephemera on them. This would be volume 37. Now I still put page numbers on them, but only on the journals. It's hard to put page numbers on the planner. I don't know, I've started becoming inconsistent with the pagination ever since I moved to the moleskin, because the journals would have page numbers, but the planners won't. But the planners are labeled in volumes together with the journals. So this also has a volume number of its own. It's volume 47, and this is an unfinished planner. There, this planner is unfinished. Why? Because, now this is interesting. This is the planner for 2013. This is unfinished because this is the year in which I moved to the Midori Traveler's Notebook system. Actually, not yet. I moved to the Chronodex system. See, that was volume 47, right? Yeah, this is volume 47. Now volume 48 is actually this. Look at this. This is my very first foray into the Chronodex system. That one. I used to have a Chronodex on a weekly spread, but in a horizontal format. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I would not have a Chronodex for the weekends because I leave the weekends free, and those are the birthday celebrants for the week. Stuff like that. And that's from April 2013 to... Now this is unfinished too. This is also unfinished because I love this so much, and I saw Patrick Nung's Chronodex on his Midori Traveler's Notebook, and that's when I transferred to the Midori Traveler's Notebook. And we go now to the Midori Traveler's Notebook volumes. Oops. Okay, these are the Filofax archives, which I will show you later, but let me just show you the Midori Traveler's Notebook volumes. This is a journal, and it's using the lightweight paper notebook, which is wonderful. Even with fountain pens, they do not bleed through at all. Even if I use the italic nibs with a very saturated ink, they never bleed through. You guys, this is so wonderful. And then as for the planners, I would use, you've seen this before, this is the gridded paper from the Midori Traveler's Notebook line, and I would put the Chronodex there. See, that's my Chronodex pen. So this is volume 56, 60. It's all in a series. It just looks chaotic, but the volume numbers are what keeps them in order. And as soon as I have a place for these in my house, I will arrange them per volume chronologically. So, but right now I can't do it because I don't have the space. And since I keep all ephemera, let me just put this aside because I will get to them later. Let's just remove this. I cannot paste ephemera on here. This would be too small, and I love the paper so much that I didn't want to cover it with just pasted bits of ephemera. So what I did was I made ephemera slides and kept them in this index box. These are the slides. Hold on, the other one would be a better thing to show you. Oops, everything fell over. Sorry, this is so chaotic. See, this would be the ephemera slides. This is how it would look like. I put it inside cello bags, not just to protect them, but so that when I put them on here, they won't be rubbing against each other. There, they're arranged by dates. They should have a date. I'll fix this later. There's a date right there. And in here I keep receipts, tabs, flower petals, what have you. Things to remind me that I have been somewhere significant. Like that, I'm so sorry. This would be, I wonder what this is. A milestone morning for tea. That was my boyfriend at the time. He finally used up his first ink cartridge, and I loaded his pen with Sailor Gentle Epinard for the first time using the extra fine black nib I purchased for him yesterday. And this is the tissue paper that I used to clean off the nib of the pen after I loaded it with the ink that I mentioned. So things that you usually throw away, I keep as just to mark a milestone. And then that was my ephemera slides when I used to be on the Midori Traveler's notebook system. And then eventually I moved to Filofax. Now all of my archives for the Filofax are kept in this manner. These are book rings, and I just what I do is I just put them all here. Whatever can fit into these 2-inch book rings, that's enough for the volume. So let us fix that. I started, when did I start? This is June 2014. So this should be on here. This should be, because this is November 2013 to January 2014, and this is February 2014. I am missing one volume in between. I am missing April. I am missing the volume for May. This could be it. Yeah, this is the May. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is making you dizzy. There. That's how I keep my journal pages from the Filofax system. I usually tilt it this way so that the rings are over there. And that way, I just put tabs on here. Ephemera, 2 pages per day. Ephemera journal. Ephemera journal, 2 pages per day. You know, things like that. Every month has an ephemera tab, a journal tab, and a 2 pages per day tab. That way, if I have to look back on stuff on days that I need to go back to, which I do every so often, it would be easy for me to find it. I just have to do Now, the wonderful thing about this, what I like about this, is that the ephemera and the journal are all in one volume again, as well as the planner, the journal, and the ephemera. All three are in the same volume again, and they are chronologically grouped together. And that's what I like about how the Filofax archives are working for me. So there, that's it's a very chaotic drawer, but it's only temporary. And let me put back the cover to this. There. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. And then we have here more moleskins. And then here is the current one. I am actually preparing this for, oh, this is the August 2013 archives, which should be on here. It fell while I was trying to open everything up. It fell. So this is the July volume. July 2013 to October. Oopsie. There. That's all of my Filofax ephemera. I moved to the Filofax system in July 2013, and right now I'm still on it, as you already know. Whoa. I hope I did not make you guys dizzy. I mean, this is the best I could do. I could not use a tripod for this because this is actually I have to really move around because this stuff is inside drawers. So that's it. I just wanted to show you guys my archives and the evolution of my journaling and my planning and my collection of ephemera. And I hope you guys were able to get an idea of how to do your own archives as well. So later on I'll be doing another video about the tweaks in my setup on my Franklin cubby with 1.75-inch rings. So I'm gonna go over to do that video. So for now, this is for this video. I'm gonna say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.